Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Trucking with Trucker D. I'm Trucker D, and you know it, we're back at it again. So what's happening, y'all? What is going on out there with everybody? How y'all doing with these freight rates? Because let me tell you, right now, just sucks. You know, I'm kind of regretting this load I booked today after looking at the load board this morning and not being a little bit more patient. So I booked these 2 loads with Convoy. It was kind of a return trip. Deadhead's outrageous. You know, I'm deadheading across state to pick this up. And I think if I would have waited, I probably would have done better rate-wise, but I just got desperate. I spent all day long on the load board on Monday after I got done with my dentist appointment and couldn't find anything. So I waited till Tuesday, got on there, and the loads just were dwindling down for today. So I just went for it. I found this Convoy one. I got it for $1,400. It's a round trip out to Illinois and back. But Deadhead, my pickup, it sucks. And then I got on the load board this morning, and there's some loads on there I would have rather have taken. So I don't know, I'm having a hard time lately navigating the load board in the spot market. Like last week, I was able to get, I was able to gross close to $5,000. I made $1,000 a day going back and forth to Illinois. And then this week, the loads are barely posted, or barely $500-$600 to go across, to go out to Illinois and back. So I don't know. It's been up and down, roller coaster. It's crazy. You know, and another thing too, I'm trying to navigate because I gotta be home by Wednesday next week. And so I was planning on staying out longer. And I had a decent load actually going down to Florida and one coming right back out of Florida. But then I get on the Weather Channel app, and they got freaking hurricane warnings again. So I'm like, yeah, I better not go that route. And then I found there was 3 loads all with C.H. Robinson that were going and picked up in Bay City, went to Minnesota, which would have took me across the Mackinac Bridge, which is something I've been wanting to do, is drive this semi-truck across the bridge. Not to mention the UP is beautiful this time of year. And then there was one coming out of Minnesota going down to Missouri, and then one coming out of Missouri that would have got me back here by Wednesday afternoon. But the second load, there was no price on it. It said contact C.H. Robinson. And so I contacted C.H. Robinson, and they weren't able to book it for me over the phone because of their whole automated computer system and everything now. So I didn't go that route either because I didn't want to book the load and then lose the other one, or have to take it for a crappy rate. So I don't know. We gotta figure something out. I think after Thanksgiving, we're gonna pound the payment hard, because like I said, I'll be home on Wednesday for the wife's surgery on Thursday, and I'm gonna be home with her until, I'll probably end up staying home with her until Thanksgiving. Maybe her and I can go out and do a couple puddle hoppers here and there locally. You know, try to get some money in the business this month. I don't know. With the way the rates are looking, I mean, there's loads on the load board right now posting JB Hunt. Hate to call them out, but a lot of their loads are barely posting for over $1 a mile. I mean, they had all their long haul loads, especially. I mean, their long haul and their short haul loads are barely posting $1 a mile and $2 a mile, when there's other brokers that have short haul loads that are posting like $2.30, $2.40 a mile. I think JB Hunt's really trying to take more off the top than they should be, but that's just my opinion. And then you go out and do these loads for these brokers and these brokerage companies, and then they don't want to pay you. Like the 2 Walmart loads I did for JB Hunt, I got paid for one this morning and nothing on the second one, so I'm gonna have to call them. Another broker I work with, I'm not gonna throw the name out there yet because I'm still up in the air about if I'm still gonna work for them or not. I don't know. But last month I did a load for them and I called them on it yesterday, or the day before yesterday, and the payment's still pending because of detention. Like, it's been over a month. I was at the receiver for, I don't even remember, there was that one in Ohio that we went to that one day. But they're still debating on the detention for that one. And then I almost missed out on detention for with XPO. Yeah, I'm calling them out too. It was an open appointment pickup. I was at the shipper for 4 hours, and just because I put my times as Eastern Standard or Central Standard Times on my paperwork, they tried saying, "Oh well, the shipper works on Eastern Daylight Time." Eastern Daylight Time, Central Daylight Time, it's still the same times. I'm still there for 4 hours. Either way, it don't matter. I still done spent the 2 extra hours. So I did eventually get the detention on that one, thankfully. But I don't know, y'all. It's just brokers aren't wanting to pay for the work you do, and shippers, you just got to hope they load you, and receivers, you just got to hope they unload you at a decent time because it's getting harder to get detention. And you know, and then you got your lumper fees, and even the brokers, even though the brokers do pay your lumper fees, the convenience fees that you have to use to pay for, like, if you use a credit card or your relay card or a relay code, you're still paying a convenience fee. So I mean, it's not that much, but still it all adds up in the end. And then if you go through the broker to get the payment, recently with some of the brokers I've been working with, they actually charge you a fee for them issuing a code. So it's just, everything out here is just nickel and diming. You know, I'm gonna have to get some new trailer tires here soon. You know, I got some decent ones, and I got a couple that need replacing, so I don't know. But we're getting ready to head off to Hartford, Michigan to pick up a load going over to the Aldi tonight in Batavia, Illinois. And then after we're done there, we gotta find us a place to stay and head over to Manuka to pick up. Now, the reviews I've read at that place in Manuka aren't the greatest, so I'm kind of sketchy about it, which is it's gonna hinder me if they take forever to load, because it's a late pickup and an early delivery. And I mean, I can finagle it either way I go with the coming out of Illinois, delivering at Meyer, and then I drive out to Livonia, pick up one of those furniture loads I've done before, and then bring it back over to Lansing, and then go home. Just doing what I can to make some money this week. You know, I'm probably putting in more miles than I need to, but thankfully I get good fuel mileage, so I don't know. But let's see how today goes. Let's get on down the road, and let's move this truck out of the spot so I can put the Silverado over here. Alright, y'all. We'll see y'all out there. Later. we're here in Hartford, Michigan at the Lineage Burnett Foods, I think it said on the Raycom, to get our pickup. And we're about 30 minutes early. I'm hungry, so I'm snacking on some meat sticks I bought yesterday. Excuse me for talking with my mouth full. But we got checked in, and they said they got trucks at the dock right now. So she said she'll give me a call when they have an open dock. But they got open docks. I just don't think they got the workers to work those docks. So, but on the way here, we called JB Hunt. And the lady I worked with the Walmart thing, billing, said that she was going to call me back when she was done with the call she was on. That was almost 2 hours ago. No, not 2 hours ago. I'd say it's been about an hour now. We'll say. And then no call back. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to fight like hell to get this money, I guess. I can already tell right now. I got my girl over at Echo checking on another load that I did, that one going out of, or coming out of Connecticut going to Indiana. And then I got to call NTG and figure out what's going on with the detention on that load. So, yeah, it's just a matter of trying to get my money. I mean, I was watching this lady on YouTube, Miranda. Her channel's Trucking Made Successful, and she's got a lot of good information on there. But she said a lot of reasons people, businesses, or carriers go out of business at this time, when times are like this, are due to cash flow reasons. I done switched pretty much all my brokers that I work with over to 30-day pay, and that's all I've been doing because I was trying to cut the cost on the quick pay. Now, I still have some quick pay carriers, or brokers rather, and you know that helps keep cash flow in. I'm starving. I'm sorry. These actually aren't too bad. They're bought these at Meijer last night. Jalapeno cheddar, bam, meat sticks. They weren't too badly priced, and they actually taste better than the meat sticks I've been buying from Kroger. But yeah, where was I at? Oh yeah, cash flow. So, yeah, I'm trying to just keep cash flow coming in. Work half and half with the brokers that pay 30 days. Work half and half with the brokers that pay quick pay. It helps keep my quick pay costs down, and yeah, I'm just trying to keep costs down in general. My fuel mileage, 8.9 miles last time I filled up over there, and that was the time after the 8.4 when we were talking. So yeah, I just gotta sit here and wait. On the way here, going through the construction part of I-69. This happened the other night too. It was crazy. So I'm on 69, and I hit the brakes, and I see my ABS light come on. There was no light up here saying trailer ABS. To talk about the trailer, and it stayed on. And got to Aldi, started doing research on the codes. Like the two codes, they were ABS codes, and it said no response for both of them, and then it had a code after it. I shut the truck off once I docked at Aldi. It went inside, came back out, turned the key back on to see if it'd go off, and this time it said update with two codes, or it said update twice, and there was two separate codes. So I started doing research on them. And from what I found, they said it's usually in the harness. So I went back there, started checking my connections. I unplugged the main harness going to the ABS module in the trailer. And I did it with the key on. So yeah, I plugged the ABS module with the key on, and it sounded like it reset itself back there because you can hear it do the clicking like it does when it checks the system. And plugged it back in. Trailer ABS light was still on, but then when I moved out of the dock, the light went away. And so I did the same thing this time. I was over here on 69, heading out here, going through that construction area again, and the trailer ABS light came on the dash. So I pulled in at the rest area, shut the truck off, turned it back on. It went from saying no response to update again. So I put the key on, I went back there, unplugged it, plugged it back in, and bam, light went off as soon as I started moving. So yeah, I don't know what it's doing, if I actually have to update the module back there, or if it's just the road setting off the sensors, because that road's real rough right now with the construction. I don't know what it is, but we'll see. We're going to be doing 69 again on the way back, but it looks like they got the other side of the road open again, so we might be hitting all smooth part of 69. We'll see. But I'm going to grab me some lunch other than these meat sticks and sit here and wait for them to give me a call. I think I might actually get the drone out. We got it back and it's working again. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be here for. I'm going to stop in Lake Station, Indiana, get fuel. That's where the cheapest price is right now. And the fuel tax is the same as it is up here. But there's a truck wash right there, and it's been a minute since I washed the truck. I still haven't done it at home. I haven't had time to do it myself. And I don't know, I'm just tired of the way the truck looks being all dirty. But I don't know, it was nice and sunny when I left, but now it's just all overcast. But I'm gonna have plenty of time to kill. My appointment's not until 11:30 tonight. That's another thing. I gotta get on here and see where I can hang out at until I gotta be at my appointment, because it's looking like we're gonna be real early depending on the time we get out of here. I mean, of course, we're gonna go through shitland traffic, so yeah, that is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna grab me some lunch and get the drone out, play with it, and we'll go from there. All right, y'all. We'll see you out there. Later. Alright, y'all. So as you've seen, this freaking beacon is completely backed up with traffic as far as trucks go. So I just came over here this TA to get some fuel, and now my GPS is telling me I can save 33 minutes on my arrival time. ME1 said, what the hell is going on here now? Save 4.9 miles. What's all backed up? Can't look at my phone because I'm on it with y'all. I am not going up. How's 94 going to save any time? That's going to be just as backed up going through downtown Chicago. That makes no sense either. Alright, I guess we'll just figure it out on our own. We'll turn the GPS on the phone. But yeah, so we came over here to TA just to top this off because I don't want to have any time of any type of stoppages on Friday, or on tomorrow rather. It doesn't look like I'm going to get the truck washed today because the line is just, there's 3 trucks waiting to get in and then 3 more trucks waiting behind it. So I don't know, but we're gonna get back on down the road so we can get over to this Aldi. We have an arrival time of 6:22 and it looks like we're gonna be dealing with traffic now. You know, it is about rush hour in this area, and yeah, I've been sitting here dealing with JB Hunt. They think they're trying to find ways to not pay me for the second day of Walmart. Asking me questions about my trip sheets and whatnot. It's like, I sent you the trip sheets, you were ready to pay me the money when I sent you the trip sheets, and now you're going to start questioning me? Come on, I get the economy's messed up, but I did the work, pay me. Simple as that. But I'm a little pissed off about that. You know, I'm sick of trying to deal with these brokers not wanting to pay. I mean, JB Hunt seriously doesn't... Honestly, I'm starting to wonder. You know, I know they're a big carrier, but are they starting to lose money because all their loads are the cheapest loads on the load board right now? I don't know. And now they're trying to not pay me money they owe me. It's getting ridiculous, y'all. Getting ridiculous. But let's go ahead and get on down the road so we can yell at some traffic. All right, y'all. See you out there. Later. What's up, y'all? So I'm over here at this Thornton's here in Illinois, and I just started hearing talking out of nowhere. Anyways, yeah, I pulled in here because one, traffic was backed up out here on the main road on Illinois 59, and two, I'm literally, what, 10 minutes away from Aldi, so I figured I'd kick it here. And plus, Thornton's sells soft serve ice cream, so needless to say, I made me a cup. But yeah, I wanted to take the drone up and get a picture of the sunset in the distance over the little Amazon facility before it got too dark out. And I thought Thornton's had Wi-Fi also, but apparently they don't. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna sit here and chill until my appointment. I think I might head over there around 10 o'clock or so. But JB Hunt still ain't came through yet. They did email me talking about the trips. I think I mentioned that in the last clip, but after I emailed them back, I got nothing. So yeah, I think JB Hunt's just not trying to pay, and they're really not trying to pay on anything else. They're the lowest people on the as far as rate per mile goes on the spot market right now. They might be just trying to snake by. They might be growing broke. I don't know. I said that earlier, but I'm saying it again. Now, I mentioned earlier this lady named Miranda, and her channel on YouTube is Truck It Made Successful. She's got some very good information on there as far as being an owner-operator or owning your own carrier. Now, in the last video, I was talking about the fuel shortage, and I was a little ignorant on the subject when I was actually talking about it, and I was and I wasn't, because people hear fuel shortages in the southeast and automatically start thinking they're gonna run out of fuel, and people will run up to where fuel is more plentiful. But you know, that's not the case. They're not going to run out of fuel. There's no way they're going to run out of fuel unless they just stop manufacturing it tomorrow. So when they say they have a 25-day supply, that is how long the diesel would last if they were just to quit making it altogether. Now, places might go out for a day, but they will be replenished. You know, it's not going to be a forever thing. All this is going to do is just jack up the cost of diesel, because the demand for it, the demand for what we have as a supply is just too high compared to the supply. Let me phrase it this way. The demand for fuel is higher than the supply of fuel. Simple as that. So, yeah, diesel prices are going to go up. I'm noticing the discounts on my Fleet Smart card aren't as plentiful as they were the last couple weeks before all this got mentioned. So yeah, and as diesel rates go up, if freight rates aren't following, they're just not enough loads, too many carriers, same thing. And Miranda did mention something in her video about, yeah, brokers are trying to get as much as they can out of loads, but they don't have as many loads to sell as there are carriers, so they don't care. They don't care if you go out of business. They just want to get that freight and make that money. They don't care who takes it, and they don't care how much it costs to carry, how much our costs are. So, but yeah, check out Truck It Made Successful. She's got some good videos on there, and even the Asian Mai Show. Alex, he's got some good stuff on there. He's got this DOT guy, but he also brought a guy from Mansfield Energy on to talk about the fuel shortage. So I'll put links for both their channels down there in the description. You know, check them out. You know, a couple channels I watch from time to time that are informational. But yeah, so yeah, this is it. That's where I'm going to set at for now, and I'm going to actually go through the camera and pull some of the videos off there and see how much footage I did get for today. And you know, we got some drone footage today too. It's nice to have the drone back. Definitely nice to have the drone back. And hopefully I don't break it this time. So I just gotta be careful. But anyways, y'all, we'll see you over at Aldi, and as always, we will see you out there. Later. Oh, neck itches. Later. Yay. Alright, y'all. So we went up to the Aldi after being parked at Thornton's in sleeper berth, because from the reviews I was reading, it looks like you could park on the property, you could go in there after 8 p.m. and everything else. So I decided to get up on over there before my appointment time, so I could be on time, maybe get loaded early and get down to Manuka and try to find some parking. You know, where I'm at, there's no parking. I'm chilling in the Walmart parking lot right now. I'm kind of hoping I can get back in that Thornton's parking lot later, but I'm not expecting it, considering the fact that, well, Thornton's is right next door to an Amazon, and right now there's more bobtails chilling there than there are tractor trailers. So yeah, I'm not expecting to get in Thornton's, and I'm not expecting to come back to this Walmart where I'm sitting right now. There's the signs all over the place that say no semi-truck parking at any time. So I'm just like, well, wonderful. I'm glad I'm only going to be chilling over here for about 2 hours, because well, where was it? I'm chilling over here for about 2 hours because there's nowhere else to go. My appointment's at 11:30. The lady told me to come back at 11:30. And I'm like, my appointment's at 11:30. She's like, that's not possible. I'm like, well, my paperwork says different. So, but yeah, I'm chilling in this Walmart parking lot, and it's too bad that I can't park over here because it's so quiet. It would be really nice to park here overnight. But it looks like I'm probably going to just end up having to PC down to Manuka now. Now, if things would have panned out the way I wanted it to, I had it set up. I was in sleeper berth on my tablet, and that froze my clock. I had 4 hours and 45 minutes left. So now I'm going to be sitting here for another 2 hours, and that's going to freeze my clock at 2 hours and 45 minutes, or somewhere roughly around there. And now once I get to Aldi and get unloaded, I'm going to be completely out of hours. I'm going to have to PC probably down to, there's a Pilot down in Manuka. That's the closest truck stop other than that Thornton's. I mean, there's a Speedway right around the corner from Aldi, but it's packed right now. You know, it has some truck parking, but not a lot. But there might be a spot there after I get done. I don't know. Let's check it out. I'm getting tired already, and I'm trying to stay up because I want to sleep most of the day tomorrow because of my later pickup. You know, I wanted to get up and wouldn't mind trying to get over there earlier, but who knows how that's going to pan out too. So, we'll keep you updated. We'll see how things go, and let you know at the end of the night. Yeah, I'm not going to throw any more footage. I already went through all the footage of the video from earlier, and the way things are set up right now, we're probably going to have a pretty long video, and hopefully y'all stuck around this long for it. You know, I mean, this is the interesting part of how the end of the day goes after we've done the bitching about everything else that we've done bitched about today. Hey, I think that's what we're starting to do mostly on this channel. Bitch about the industry and how things are going. So, but yeah, stick around, find out how this night goes, and chill under this Walmart, use their Wi-Fi, and just hang out. Alright, y'all. Talk to you in a bit. Later. What's happening, y'all? So we are completely done. We haven't left Aldi yet. We're actually waiting on our paperwork, so I wouldn't say 100% done, but we're unloaded already. We done got a dock, and before we were able to tighten up all of our paperwork for tomorrow, we already got the green light to get out of the dock. So once you get done getting unloaded, I still have an hour and 28 minutes left, and I gotta fix this real quick. Hold on before I forget to fix that. Alrighty. I hope this guy's not trying to park next to me. These spots are tight. I tried to get as close to this trailer on the right hand side as I could. Anyways, so I was sitting there doing the paperwork and trying to make this load make sense, and you know, I think I might have found a way to make it make sense, even though it's not all miles like I usually go for. I figure I take the rate of the load, which was $579.83, and then you do $1 a mile for deadhead. My deadhead was 164 miles, so that's the $579.83 minus the 164, and you get $415.83. Now you divide that by the loaded miles, and the loaded miles was 159. And you come up with 261 and some other numbers. If you round it up, it's 262 a mile. So loaded miles, you made 262 a mile, and deadhead miles, you made, God, this guy's making me nervous. Deadhead miles, you made $164 on at $1 a mile for deadhead. I mean, it pans out, especially when I'm covering more than my fuel mileage or my fuel costs, which I'll post it up right here. But I believe my cost per mile on fuel is like 62 cents right now, roughly. But yeah, total, if you do the total loaded miles by the actual rate, it uses 579.83 divided by the 159 loaded miles, or yeah, the loaded miles, you come up with $3.65 a mile. So I mean, $3.65 a mile, that ain't bad, you know. I did have a long deadhead, so I mean, yeah, I'm coming out to Illinois for a little less than $600, but I mean, look at what the deadhead was to begin with. So yeah. But it is what it is, you know. At the same time, I'm happy because I'm doing a convoy load, and the second load is actually going to pan out better because the deadhead's only 34 miles, and then we're going right back to Lansing. So I mean, I don't know if it has the total miles here on the Raycon. Let's see. Total miles on the Raycon. I don't remember if it shows it on these ones or not. Yeah, it don't show it on here. It's going to be a little bit more fuel though, because this one's 26,000 pounds, but at the same time it's going to balance out, like I said, just for the simple fact that we're going to be doing about the same mileage, less deadhead, so more pay per loaded mile. So I mean, yeah, I guess that's just how I'm going to look at things. As long as I'm covering my fuel on the deadhead, I'm still making money on the load, especially with low operating costs. So yeah, I guess what my best advice right now, if you're gonna have deadhead, make sure you at least cover your fuel costs. But like I said in the beginning, at least I believe I said this in the beginning, this is 2 convoy loads back to back, and I have a bad fall off score with them right now because of 2 loads I canceled. 1 load I canceled because I had COVID and they still marked it against me, and the second one I canceled because it was picked up out here in Illinois going to PA. Well, the load I had coming out to Illinois from Stanwood, it ended up canceling, and that was after I already drove all the way out there. So I was a tad bit upset. I mean, I did end up recovering with the load going out to Iowa, and I believe rates were still actually pretty good at that time. So, but yeah, there's a load right now. It's a JB Hunt load. since we've talked about JB Hunt. It's going to just over the over the Iowa borderline, coming out of Monroe, Michigan. And I believe it was, I forgot what the mileage it was on. Excuse me. But the posted rate was $1.65 a mile to go out to Iowa. Now, mind you, the quickest way out to Iowa from Monroe is to jump on the 80-90 toll road across Indiana and Ohio. So now you're spending about almost $100, $150 in toll cost of that $800 that they're wanting to pay you. And then you subtract your fuel costs after that. I mean, that's probably another $200-300 right there. So would you make $500 and then deadhead? Can't forget the deadhead out to Monroe. It's ridiculous. You know, roads that go across the toll road should be posted at more money than that. There's another load by JB Hunt, and this one kind of surprised me because it was actually almost $3 a mile going out to Virginia from Pawpaw. So there would have been about 152 mile deadhead for me. It was a Saturday load, and it was delivered on Sunday. And it would have got me, it was a Sunday night delivery. So I would have been able to pick up a load on Monday to get back home before Wednesday, but there was one load on the board. And it was posted at like, oh, it didn't have a rate on it. It had a window rate, and it was for Snyder. So, I don't know. If those two loads are on there tomorrow, I'm probably going to call on the Snyder one and see what they're trying to move it for. I really don't want to work for JB Hunt right now, but sometimes you just got to swallow your pride and take that load that pays good, no matter who it's through. As long as you get paid is the main thing. And JB Hunt's always been good about paying up until this point right here with I need a water. Up until this point right here with this dedicated thing. I was a tad bit thirsty. So, yeah, it's definitely taking a risk by doing this load with JB Hunt because, one, you're not 100% what's going on at JB Hunt, why they're the lowest paying ones on the load board, but yet this load's so high. And two, there's nothing coming out that way coming back home, and you got to be back home by Wednesday. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I mean, I think as the days go closer to Monday, I'm going to try and maybe wait till Monday and try to find me something. You know, tomorrow is Friday. There might be some more stuff posted on there, but there's literally nothing coming out of the Canton, Livonia area except for stuff that stays locally, and that stuff's not paying more than $200-300. It's pathetic. I could do a load too that picks up Sunday morning, and I could get it for $800, but I got a deadhead to Kentwood, Michigan, which is just out by Grand Rapids. Take that to East Tawas, which it picks up and delivers the same day. It's a 3 a.m. pickup, deliver 11 a.m. And then there's a 3 p.m. Pickup right there in Tawas, and goes right to Chesterfield the next day. So I could make potentially $1,300 just on that in one day. But then there's the fact of trying to get loads Tuesday, get a load Tuesday that goes out and comes right back. And there's nothing of the such right now. So I don't know. I'll figure out next week. And then I'm just going to have to hustle hard after the wife's surgery. I mean, just got to, at least if I break even, I just want to get through these tough times. I don't care. As long as I keep the truck, as long as I keep the lights on. That's all that matters. Keep the lights on in the business and keep the lights on at home. So, but with that, we've rambled on enough. This video is probably around, well, I'm going to say close to an hour now. And if y'all stuck around to the very end, I hope y'all enjoyed it. If not, well, you missed out on some things. But please, as always, like, share, subscribe. Hustle hard and stay humble, and be courteous to your fellow drivers. And we'll see y'all in the next video, yo. Later.